What's up? Dan was in here?
Yeah.
Can we just start with the 69-yard rushing touchdown in overtime? I mean, what did you see, and at what point did you realize that nobody was going to catch you?
They brought pressure into the run, so I think who picked it up? Like Brock and St were on the right side. I mean, everybody just did a great job picking it up like it was nothing, and after that it was just so, yeah.
What about your mentality today? It seemed like you was aggressive, from the time the game started. Just how much did you feel like you needed to carry the team today with your attack?
I mean, I wasn't really thinking about carrying the team. I mean, I just do whatever it takes to win, whatever they call me for, I'm willing to do. So, I mean, that was really my mindset.
11 catches. How much have you really worked on that part of your game and now seeing the results of that? How much have you how you've grown in that department?
I think I've always been, been able to do that. It's just opportunities. I think they trust me a little bit more to be doing a lot more stuff. So I appreciate them for letting me do that. Yeah.
As that game was unfolding and the Giants kept taking the lead, come back and forth, did you feel like you were going to get a chance to pull it out like you did? Did you just give me the ball one more time? Let's get the ball one more time.
Yeah. I always trust our defense to get a stop, and I think what happened, I forgot. But when we get the ball, first or last, I always have the mentality to score, and we always say in the huddle, "Let's go get one. Let's go take this all the way down," and that's what we did. So
big in regulation when it goes to overtime. First play comes in, they're calling your number. Just kind of explain what's going through your head. Do you think that's a chance to break one right there when you know that it's possible that could be the?
Oh, well, Saint, he told me to score, so I was listening to Saint. He told me to score. Yeah, he said score. I was like, bet.
What is that feeling, that thought when you get into that third level and
The thought?
Yeah, what are you just thinking to yourself while you run? Is it just outpace that safety, or do you know you have them? I guess what were you just thinking when you cut in the open there?
I mean, I pretty much knew I had him. I just had to, run. So, yeah, really not too much thought into it.
When do you know you have it? How much separation do you need? Because you're not looking back to see the three defenders we see chasing you, but when do you know it's gone?
I don't know. I mean, if I'm running at him and he hasn't moved yet, then, really just I don't really think it matters. So I mean,
Did you see where it guys?
No, I just seen him. So yeah.
Jahmyr, I don't know if you think about it, but do you think about where you stand amongst all the running backs in the NFL right now? Your numbers keep climbing, receiving and rushing. Do you think about that, where you stand?
I mean, as a competitor, people always check where they're at during the season. I don't know where I'm at right now, though. So, yeah.
But I mean, you think your ability is as good as anybody's?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
In other words, how much this team needed this win this afternoon?
Yeah, it was a must-win. I think the next, I don't know, 6 or 7 more games. Yeah, 6 or 7 more games. We got as a must-win, so we need to, keep going.
You're having a game like you were today. Is it like a flow state? Do you ever feel like you feel different? Or I guess I don't know how to explain that. But
I don't know. I mean, I don't really know. I mean, I guess I'm not really thinking about it, so I guess you could say that. Yeah.
Basketball player that's locked in.
Type. Yeah. Like Steph. Yeah.
When it came to the way Dan was calling plays today, do you feel like this was maybe back to your guys' core personality?
Yeah, we ran the ball a lot more. We were very, very effective today in that, in that aspect. So, I mean, shout out to the O-line and Dan trusting us.
The game winner was that 49-yard touchdown. It's pretty impressive, too. Broken tackles. Can you kind of give us your perspective on that play?
Wait, which one?
49-yard touchdown.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I was just running, and I think one of the corners tried to punch the ball. He didn't really try to tackle me, so I just ran through it. And
where this team is in the standings, how competitive the division, that whole NFC picture is, to start this 3-game homestand off with a win. What does it mean, and how vital are these next 2 games to try to take back control?
Yeah, very. I mean, the NFC hooping right now. They're doing a really great job, so we just got to do our part and, keep winning and finding ways to win.
When it's Bates' time to kick it off, what are you thinking, just watching him, knowing that now we know it's a new career high yardage for him, but that man can kick?
Yeah, I mean, we've seen him do it, last year versus Houston, and we see it all the time at practice, so I have 100% trust in him.
How far are you going to start overtime with the ball?
How what?
How fired up were you to start overtime?
I ain't gonna lie, I hate getting ball first. Yeah, I hate getting ball first. Yeah. I don't know. I just like the defense going out there and doing their thing. See what it is, you know.
Jahmyr, after last week's game against Philadelphia, people wondering, is the offense going to be able to get it back? Where's the offense? What were you guys wondering?
I mean, a lot of stuff was self-inflicted. So, I mean, we just need to clean those stuff up. And we still need to clean some stuff up this game. So we just got to carry on to the next one.
It's a walk-off in baseball, basically, what you just did?
I think so, yeah. Yes, it's fun.
What was that feeling like? Just sort of ran to the opposite side. What were you thinking about?
Just fighting all game, you know, and it was, they were really running the ball, really trying to set that tone. And OT, we got a lot of pass rush situations, and we had one more on the fourth down and made the most of it. And really, guys were sticky in coverage. Aleem had a great bull rush on it, which led Jameis to step up right into me. So it was really, that's what happens when guys are covering and your whole D-line is rushing hard, and eventually those you reap the rewards.
I don't know what was more impressive, the fact that you guys were out there for 70-plus plays on defense, or the fact that it wasn't until the very last play, the 77th play, that you got the sack. Just talk to me a little bit about the day and the demands of facing that offense and what they were able to do to you guys and how you did come away with that win.
It was tough. You know, definitely a lot of stuff to clean up on Tate. And obviously, you know, we try to win every game, and some games, you know, they're making it difficult. They're playing hard, man, and they've been doing that all year long. You know, they've been playing every team really, really hard, and you know, it's a credit to them. But you know, we ended up pulling out. We ended up pulling it out in the end, and that's a credit to our guys finishing. And now we move on, and we're on to Green Bay now.
Obviously, it takes a team effort to get here, but to be able, for all of us, to end our stories and say Aidan Hutchinson with the game-winning, game-ending sack, how vindicating, rewarding is that moment for you?
Sorry, Lee. It's a blessing. It really is, and it's you know, it's this journey on this road to recovery this year. This is my comeback season. It feels it's just such a blessing, and it makes me really thinking about how grateful I am for this moment and the opportunity to play football, having moments like that. You know, it really is, it's so amazing, such a blessing.
Early most of the afternoon, how did you feel you guys kept your composure when that, you know, we can win this thing, we can win this thing?
Guys were just making plays and finding ways to win. Jahmyr had a hell of a game, and Jared was making great throws and really just making plays at the right time. Bates with the game-time field goal. So that's what happens when, you know, we weren't clicking all the time on all three phases, but when it mattered, we got the job done.
What's the prevailing sentiment after this game? Like, is it satisfaction? Is it relief? Is it excitement? What are you feeling most right now?
A win in this league is always excitement and joy, but obviously we know we got 3 games in a week and a half in this little time period, so it's on to the next, and we're happy we won. You know, it was 27-17 with 10 minutes left, and I think everybody was like, oh, uh-oh. You know, and we ended up finding a way to pull it out, and that's what I love about this team. You know, I don't think we've really done that this year, where we're really been down in the fourth and made the comeback like that. So to get that done, it's huge.
A rushing performance like that, I mean, just the way, not only that he ran between the tackles, but that he just found space and made everyone count. I mean, some really long runs and for scores.
I mean, ever since 5-0 stepped into this building, we've kind of witnessed what those two can do, and today was just one of those days that he was on.
What is the emotion after a game like that that's so back and forth, and you guys are fighting back from down 10 twice?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of talked about it throughout the week. There's going to be ups and downs and everything. And I think the great teams and the great players, it's up to us to maintain our focus and maintain our emotions and keep them intact. And at the end of the day, it's just another job. You got to do your job. Everything else will fall in place, and that's what we just try to focus on.
Shepard said this week, like, all 3 phases need to be clicking today. How do you think the offense fared today?
We could do a lot better. There's a lot of things that we left out there. we put ourselves in those long situations according to the sticks, and we weren't able to stay on schedule. And I think we just got to be better at that because, again, that's the next step for us to always chase greatness and always chase that next level that we know we can touch.
It's been 3 years since you guys lost back-to-back games. What does that speak to, the culture that's, coming in 2021 draft class that you guys have kind of created here?
Yeah, it's just we want to get that bad taste out of our mouth, and we don't like to be in that type of environment, type of energy. So we just do everything in our power to bounce back the next week and control what we control and do our jobs.
How much did this game feel like a grind? I mean, kind of just all the way around, I guess, for everybody.
Yeah, no, it was a tough one. I mean, hats off to that defense. They have a great front. I mean, that's a bunch of first rounders. So we just, at the end of the day, we just can't think about that. We can't think about the grind. We can't think about how hard it is in the moment. We just got to go out there and do our jobs.
Jameis Winston, tough to bring down. He had a lot of yards today. What's the takeaway moving forward?
We just got to be better. It's plain and simple, and it starts with me. So just continue to improve. At this point of the year that we got to be playing our best football, end of November, going into December and January. This is time where we make that push, and it's one game at a time. So we found a way. So hats off to us about that, but we're just focused on the next one. So.
Do you feel the pressure of the other teams in the NFC? All the ones we wanted to lose won today.
I don't really pay attention to that. It'll all work out. All I'm focused on is taking one day at a time, going in there, being where my feet are, being intentional with what I do, and just trying to put the team in the best position to win. So I don't really pay attention to that. So.
All right, the offense gave you a spark.
Yeah.
Last question from me.
Yep.
How good was that to see Jahmyr Gibbs just go off, kind of take the team on his back?
I would just say just hats off to the offense. They just do a heck of a job, and the guys up front breaking it for Jahmyr, and Jahmyr just sticking with it. I'm just proud of those guys. The receiver, St. Brown, had a big block down the way for him. So it's just the people in this room that make it special. So we just need to continue to win, and we'll get to where we want to get to. So
when you're in that situation, when you guys are down like that by 10, give me just a sense of kind of the emotional maturity and the poise of this team, because you guys haven't played from behind a whole lot this season.
I think for us, we feel like we can win every game until the clock hits 0-0. So even when we're down 10, I remember they get the pick, we come back out, we stall out, whatever. But still at that point we had belief, and then end up scoring. Defense gets a stop, we go out. Jake Bates hits an amazing field goal. Shout out to him too, all the specialists. And then we go to overtime. Once we go to overtime, it's like, okay, we know the rules change now. It's not like, one team, it's all in the coin toss. So we knew we were going to get the ball, and we got the ball first. And first play, touchdown. It was just crazy.
Tate said he didn't even know that football went in because that kick, he said it swerved so far to the right. Did you know that it was going in? Did you watch the whole time?
Nah, I was on the sideline. I was looking at the Jumbotron. So honestly, when he kicks those field goals, I look at the fans and try to see the reactions to see if it goes in. And they were, they started oohing and on, and I thought it was going to go in. Then it looked short, and I don't think the ball even hit the net, but he made it. Amazing kick. Shout out to all of them.
There were a lot of people this week that thought you guys would just beat the Giants soundly. Give me a sense of what you saw from them and what makes them such a tough team. Obviously, that defensive line was relentless.
Yeah, I think Dan made a good point. He talked to us after the game. He said, that Giants team reminds him a lot of us in 21, 22. And I think he's right. They're gritty. They got their O-line. I feel like, they play well. The running backs run hard. I feel like a lot of the guys on their team just fight to the end, no matter what the score is. Even that last drive that they had on offense, it seemed like they were just going. They weren't even worried about anything. So I think the record is not indicative of how good of a team they are. That's a solid defense, solid offense. Even though they have injuries, that they're playing well. So that's a tough win.
Speaking of running backs running hard, 219 for 0. Give me a sense of just, does he ever surprise you?
The thing with him is every time he breaks and I'm blocking, I almost stop sometimes just to know it's probably a touchdown.
You were way down there with him on that.
Two of them were, and then one of them, the guy kind of had the angle, and he got tackled out at the 5-yard line or the 4-yard line, whatever. But every time I'm blocking and the crowd goes loud, because I can't look back, I'm blocking my guy. The crowd kind of goes loud. I'm like, okay, here we go. I just got to make sure I get my guy. And one of them, the guy almost, tried to get him, and I had to cut him off. But it just, when you have backs like we do, like any run can pop, no matter what it is, against any front, any look, and we understand that. And so for us, it's like, I don't want my guy to make the tackle. Whoever my guy is, just block my guy up and give it one less guy for, the backs to worry about.
Jahmyr said that when the call came in, you looked at him and told him to score. Is that something you tell him, like, often? Does it work out every time? Like,
I just think we're, overtime starting. I tell Scotty, let's run the ball. Like, trust me, we just got to run it. And Scotty's like, yeah, I agree, let's do it. I told Choice, just run it. We go out, we're jogging out. I told Penei, we're coming to the right side. I don't even know the play at this point. I'm like, Penei, we're going right. Jahmyr's about to score, but we're about to win. Sure enough, we call a play. And I come in to get a block, and all I hear is the crowd go loud. I'm like, no way, he's about to break. I'm looking at him like, just outrun the dude. And sure enough, he scores. And it was just crazy, like how I told them, like, I was telling the coaches, run the ball. I think we got to run it early. And I told Penei running out, like, we're coming right to you. Like, and sure enough, we did.
After the drop, it seemed like the game got a little bit smoother for you. Did that just make you lock in a little bit more? Because throughout the rest of the game did get a lot smoother and you had a lot more targets and receptions.
Yeah, stuff like that happened. He made a good play on the first one. The other one, man, that thing was coming out hard. I got to make those, but it came out hot. I wasn't really expecting that. And then unfortunate pick. But nah, I don't stress too much about those. I move on to the next play. I keep going. Coach once told me, so what, now what, when I was in college, Coach Kerry Colbert. And I kind of live by that. Like, every play, you can't get hung up on one play too much throughout the game because there's highs and lows throughout the game. So for me, it's just next play. Then I'm going to catch the next one. I'm not worried.
Hey, St, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. You guys come back. What's the
Thank you.
general emotion after this win? Is it relief, satisfaction, excitement? What are you guys feeling the most?
Satisfaction to begin with. I think, like I said, the record of that team is not indicative of, I think they're a good team. I think they have a good defense, a good front four. Their offense is, I think, underrated. I think, their backs run high. I really like 29. The receivers are good. Jameis is in there stepping up, making throws. He's not afraid. So I think they're a fearless team. And they know that, and they really go out there and just play and have fun. And so when you play a team like that, it's always, you never know what can happen. And so kind of throughout that game, I knew early on it was going to be one of these games. Like, it's going to come down to it. And sure enough, it did. But for sure, satisfaction early on, like, right now. But there's a lot of stuff that I feel like as an offense, we can still correct. There's some plays out there I feel like that we left. I can't speak for the defense. But for the offense, man, you're going to say every game. Unless you have a perfect game, like, there's always something that you can correct. But there's definitely a few plays, few drives on there that we have back. But I think we were pretty explosive today. And I think that corrects a lot of your mistakes as an offense when you're explosive, and we were able to be somewhat explosive. So we just got to keep going, but we got a dub, so that's good.
Hey, what did you know about Ja when he was coming out of college and when he first got here? Like, did you have any impressions of him from watching him back then? What did you know about him, I guess?
Yeah, I didn't know too much. I knew a little bit about him because, he played at Bama, watched a few of their games, so I've seen a few of his runs, but I didn't know too much about Jahmyr until we actually drafted him, and I saw highlights and got to meet him and saw him actually practice. He's one of the best.
The amount of that Jameis Winston, the receiving touchdown.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Like I said earlier, I'm glad you asked me this question because you got a lot of people who don't know football and Derrick this and that. Man, I don't listen to the outside noise, but it just I was actually supposed to be rushing. Tackle was on me. I just smelled some BS. I see him leak out. No quarterback rolls out that far unless they get a throwback. So I kind of was the tackle kind of was holding me, and I was like, I got to get off this block, go catch. So I was chasing him, and he kind of raised up, and then I was ready to go like make a play on the ball kind of, and he kind of like stopped, and I was running full speed, had to control myself, turn back around, didn't see nobody. So I'm like, man, this is crazy. So then, my biggest thing was like, just get him down, whatever, we move to the next play. When they thought I had good leverage on him, and they kind of he had to try to step on me a little bit, knock that down, try to gator roll him a little bit because he was near the sideline. I clipped him up. I thought he was going to fall, and then he just kind of, slipped out of there and kept his balance. But, we moved on. We got the win. That's all that mattered to me.
Just one of those situations you got to tip your cap to guy making a great play.
100%. This is NFL, man. Everybody get paid. So it's like, I mean, you got athletes out there. He's an athlete. He's a good quarterback. On my end, I know I got to make that play, but at the end of the day, man, you got to move on from stuff like that and not let it, get into your head. And then I had coaches and players, even my coach was like, man, don't worry about it. It's like, it is what it is, man. It's just, obviously we want you to make that play, but man, it's, like for me, like I'm proud of myself for even reading something like that, kind of just through the game. But at the end of the day, I got to make that play. And, I'm saying, thank God anybody that's in the tail. We came out with a win. So once again, that's all that matters to me. So.
Hey, Derrick, Rock's pass breakup on 4th and goal, and then a Meats pass breakup on their last drive in regulation. Those 2 plays might have been like game-saving plays. Just how big were those in your mind?
You just look at the work that these guys put in week and week out. It's a lot of trust. A lot of trust on our back end, our front seven. I mean, we expect guys to make those plays, man. And we have a standard, and those guys went out there and executed that, man. Everybody. Like, if nobody can tell, like, everybody wants to go out there and do their job, and when a play comes to them to make it. And, we preach that all the time, and those guys went out there and did that. And I'm, super ecstatic that we could, today was one of those games where you had to play complimentary football. I mean, to go out there, get that stop, base make the kick, offense go out and capitalize on that, man, that's what it's all about. It's hard to win in this league, and you have to, cherish every win, especially when you're trying to get to where we want to go. So, like, man, it was amazing to see those guys go out there and do that.
Jake said that when he lines up that kick, his heart rate is pretty low. What's yours like in that moment? Are you nervous, or what's going through?
A little. I mean, in a situation like that, 33 seconds, no timeouts, and so I'm like, man. But when we got faith in that guy, man, that's why we brought him here, because he can do what he can do, and he has a big foot, man. He know how to hit that ball, and I mean, we put him in pressure like that during practice. I was telling somebody earlier. And so, like, the pressure for him is not really pressure because he deals with it each and every day, man. And to see that guy go out there and do what he's been practicing, man, means a lot. And, and he gave us a chance. That's all we needed. So,
how were things clicking for you guys? I mean, it did seem like it wasn't back to the regular offensive performances we've seen in some of the other games this season, but did it feel like there were some steps?
I mean, yeah, I feel like for us it starts with the run game. If the run game's not going, it's hard to get the offense going. So seeing the run game get back to where it had been and us actually running the ball efficiently was good to see, and it helps.
What is it like just in those moments when you guys push that ball downfield and get it into range and you're just standing on the sideline watching him kick that, line up for that 59-yarder?
I thought he missed it. It started off, I've never seen a football do that. It started off right, and I was like, oh, here we go. And then the Giants are celebrating, and I'm kind of like walking off the field, and I kind of looked back up and saw it peeled back in. I was like, what in the world? But yeah, it was pretty cool.
An opportunity to go out there and for you guys to score not a field goal but a touchdown in overtime. Just give me the level of confidence Jared has in the huddle in those moments.
I mean, yeah, I think we all have confidence in him to go out there and do what he needs to do, and then to go out there and score a one-play touchdown. It's electric. I mean, that gives momentum to our defense going out on the field.
Giants have one of the best defensive lines in the NFL. What was it like for your first time matching up against them, against Dexter Lawrence and those guys?
I mean, I saw Dexter, I think, every single third down almost. So he was a load. But, no, they're really good up front, physical, fast. I mean, they do a really good job of getting after the passer. So, I mean, all credit to them, but we knew that was a challenge coming into this game.
And you guys are going to face Green Bay on Thanksgiving. We played them week 1. They obviously have a very good defensive line with Micah Parsons. What do you think you need to do differently this week to kind of, not have that week 1 performance?
I mean, I think we just got to go out there and play our style of offense. I mean, you can see in the games that we haven't turned out well. In the games that we do, we move the ball pretty well. So I think it's just all about us and going out there and execute.
Tell me about that kick, and did you know that you were going to be able to just hook it in by the literally inches?
Yeah, I probably don't want to be living with the ball moving like that, but got lucky. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, I guess. I don't know. But no, I was just happy to be able to do my job, and the offense put us in a position to at least swing at it. So from that point, it's my job to put it through the upright. So it was a great snap. It was a great hold as always. The line did an unbelievable job blocking all day, and so it's just my time to do my job.
Sorry, keep going. When you're lining up for a kick like that, career long for you in the NFL, what's going through your mind?
As far as like the distance, I didn't really know where it was at until like I was lining up like on the field. So I didn't go out to the field knowing how far it was. But I mean, that's where kind of preparation comes into play, and just don't let it change anything. If you let it change a lot, you're probably going to miss it. So just try to hit every ball the same, and luckily that one went in.
You're now 5 for 5 in game tying or go ahead situations. How good does it feel to just be reliable in those moments?
It feels good. I just want to be, somebody that this team can count on. We have so many people on this team that you can count on when times get tough. So hopefully I can be one. And I pride myself in a lot in just in my routine and not changing anything regardless of the moment. So I was happy to be able to have that one go through today.
In an overall great
Superstitious? I mean, do you tell people don't talk to you or whatever? Do you go through a routine here?
I'm not superstitious, but I'm a little stitious. I don't know. Any Office fans? No? There are things for sure. I've gotten better about not being so superstitious, but there's little like routines. I like to call them routines rather than superstitions. Hogan, what's a superstition of mine? Yeah.
Shampoo 2 days only. He only shampoos his hair 2 days before the game. Won't shampoo it after that.
That's true.
You're going on 2 day hair then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Jake, does your heart race at all in those moments? And if not, how do you keep yourself so calm?
I think just not making the moment bigger than it needs to be keeps me calm a little bit. I also, I don't find my identity in these moments. My identity is secure in the Lord and who He says I am. And this is something that I get to do. I don't have to do. And I'm so happy to do it. And so really I think it comes down to that, just having fun and, just having fun with it.